What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today, BCH USD. It is the 20th day of December. Here we are sitting at about $597 with 7 hours and 40 minutes left in the day. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon, and hit that like button, you guys. Thank you all for being here. Let's get into it. Okay, here we are. 7 hours, 40 minutes left. We are pulling back. It's super scary. It's so scary. We're back below $600, you guys, and we're down 4.2% on the day today. But all we're doing is back testing prior resistance, right? That's all we're doing. And we did that here, and it didn't hold. But shortly thereafter, that resistance broke. We moved up to here. So I'm really not concerned. Go below this point of resistance if you must. We will still have plenty of room to form a higher low and continue this trend up. You guys, we are so close. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say, man. I mean, let's be real. Even in the grand context of everything, even back here, we've been close since August. We've been very close. We've been close this whole time over this past year and a half. But we're very, very close now, right? We're clearly in a phase that's broken out of this consolidation area here. Okay? Once we move up past this, we're now breaking out of this consolidation area here. And once we do that, man, we are breaking out of everything. We're breaking out of everything, man. And we are going to rally freaking hard. I mean, we've already broken out of that trend line technically, right? We're already above that now. But the point remains, once we get away from this zone, the move that we've been anticipating now since July, really, that we've been anticipating this whole damn cycle, the move is loading. It's happening. I think it's happening right now. Like, we're technically in the midst of the move right now, the move, whatever it is, the move that takes us up to 2,700, 4,700, higher, lower, multiple thousands of dollars, if not to new all-time highs altogether. That move is happening right now. We're in the midst of it. We're going to look back in time forever, in 2028, in 2098, whatever. We're going to look at this month here, November, as the beginning of this move here, what probably will be the greatest move of Bitcoin Cash's existence. That's happening right now. It's happening right now. So pull back a little bit. We're so scared. We're so scared. And we're probably going to pump here pretty damn soon. A lot of volume on these moves up. A lot of volume here, though, right? Like you can see since, really since this here, we've been in a very heavily volumed area, an area with a lot of volume. And it seems as though it's pushing the price to the upside. There's probably a lot of acquisition that's happening now. And once that supply dries up, you guys, once it dries up, I mean, we break above $660. My question is, just logically, just thinking out loud here, okay? Anybody who's holding Bitcoin Cash right now, you are the ones that have the ability to sell and push the price down, okay? The people who are not holding Bitcoin Cash are the people who have the opportunity to buy and push the price up, right? Who the hell, with the opportunity to sell, after all this time, let alone your whole damn life, who's going to sell here? Who's going to sell here? We're in it, right? You're going to be breaking out of a year and a half long, a year and 3/4 long consolidation phase, a lifelong consolidation phase even outside of this, and you're going to sell it in the first week or first month even. This is a pump that will last for months to come. And I'm not saying there won't be selling pressure. There will be. Just very, very small amounts. Because think about it this way too. Who the hell's going to sell here? Probably not many people. Probably not, right? Who's going to buy here? Everybody who's been watching Bitcoin Cash, who's been telling people to buy Bitcoin Cash, they're going to buy here. Because they're going to be like, it's happening now. I'm going to sell all my altcoins and put it in here. People who were thinking about getting into it, but they didn't, they're going to get in here. People who hate Bitcoin Cash, but they're aware of the technicals and they see it breaking out and the rest of the market's not doing anything. They want a piece of the pie. It's like getting into Zcash before it actually blew up, right? Not everybody, but a lot of people missed that boat, right? A lot of people got on the Zcash boat whenever it was too late. This is happening right now, and we're at the very beginning points. And whenever you get above these highs, that's just validating. That's not the ending point. That's like the beginning point. And we have so much more to go. The question that I'm asking here is, who's going to sell here? Not really anybody. Who's going to buy? Probably everybody in the space. It's going to be, Bitcoin Cash will be talked about the same way that Zcash was, as far as like the level of popularity, but maybe even more so. Genuinely, maybe even more so. It's got a higher market cap and it's got a better narrative than Zcash ever could. Oh, we're investing in Zcash because it's a privacy coin. If you're investing in Zcash because it's a privacy coin, That's like investing in. I don't even have a good comparison. I can't even think of it, man. It's not a good privacy coin. That's like investing in silver because you want to buy gold. That's like literally that's what it is, right? You're investing in Zcash because you want privacy. It's like buying silver because you want gold. It doesn't make sense. If you want privacy, you should buy XMR or Zano, or there's other privacy chains too. Bitcoin Cash, the narrative that's going to be there is this the better Bitcoin? And the reality is yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Anybody with a brain can figure it out. Go ahead and send BTC or BCH to yourself or to any account that you have or other accounts. Send $1 worth. See which one gets there faster. See which one has the cheaper fees. And not just in times where it's low congestion, but whenever we're high, whenever the network is congested a lot, Bitcoin Cash wins. It wins every time. And it's more fitted to the original white paper of electronic peer-to-peer cash, peer-to-peer electronic cash, where Bitcoin's more of a store value coin, right? For a long time, and I've said this before, but just to give the rendition again, a lot of people thought Bitcoin Cash wouldn't make it, not because it was bad, not because it wasn't good, not because it was a scam. There's plenty of people who thought that too, but a lot of people thought it wouldn't make it because there can't be two. If Bitcoin succeeds, that automatically means Bitcoin Cash can't succeed. There can't be two. And that's true. There can't be two world electronic crypto peer-to-peer electronic cash systems that exist, right? If there's one world governing cash currency that the world uses, there's only going to be one. There's not going to be two. Why would we need two? If we have one, that's good enough. Why do we need two? And it's not that there won't be other systems in play beyond just Bitcoin or Bitcoin Cash, but why do you need more than two? Bitcoin opted out of the electronic cash race. It wants to be store of value coin. And that's completely different than electronic peer-to-peer cash coin, right? It's completely different. So the narrative that this can't succeed because this has succeeded, it's out the window. It doesn't matter anymore. And when people catch on to that, which, by the way, they don't catch on to it here. They only catch on to it when the price is doing this, right? They only catch on to it whenever it's doing this because they love the tech so much that it takes the price pumping for them to get on board. But once the price pumps, all I'm trying to say is people are going to do their research and they're going to figure out what the narrative is for Bitcoin Cash, and it's dramatically stronger than any narrative that we have in crypto right now. It's stronger than Zcash's narrative. It's way stronger than Dash's narrative. Again, the fact that the narrative of those being privacy coins is why they pumped it's a bit like funny. It's comedic, right? It's kind of nonsensical. Doesn't mean that they won't pump more. I'm sure they will, but there's a lot of money in there in those projects right now. But with Bitcoin Cash, the narrative will be a stronger narrative, and it will be a truer narrative. It'll be something that people can count on no matter what. Anyways, I'm reminiscing. I'm doing the thing I do. 1 hour time frame. Looking at this here, a lot of volume pumping up the price here. We are dying off in volume as we got here. It's the weekend, so we sell off. Perfect, whatever, not a big deal. High, back down to these highs here, finding support, looks good. The 1 hour RSI, in my opinion, looks really good, actually. It's very, very healthy. Here you might even expect a bounce, right? We've got these like higher lows set up. You kind of are broken out of this higher low dynamic, but you still do have higher lows. So I don't know. You're bouncing off the 40. I don't mind it. I think it looks all right. If you go lower, go for it. Who cares? It's not a big deal. Let's actually look at the low to high here. Low to high here. You haven't hit your 382 yet. You're very near your 236. I assume we have a date with Destiny. We're either going to hit 585 and bounce off of that level. This is a very strong move. I don't typically expect that you bounce right off the 382. Typically, I would expect that you wick below it and then close above it. But with strong movements, I do expect that you bounce right off of it most of the time. So 585 might be exactly where we find support. Prior resistance here are kind of most relative shelf of resistance back here. That might be exactly what we do. We could even wick a little bit below 585, and if we go lower, that's fine. We could go below 570, go as low as 551, whatever. We still have a higher low. We're bouncing off the golden ratio. I don't think we go that low, but we could go lower. We absolutely could go lower. I'm just kind of curious here. What would that look like? Maybe we go just below the 0.5. Bitcoin Cash, oddly enough, likes to find support between its 0.5 and its golden ratio. It does. I don't know why. And resistance there. So, and that's an uncommon zone, but it likes Bitcoin Cash likes to do that. So just be aware that's something that could definitely happen. And then from there, we'd likely rally back up. Rally is the right word. Let's see. Stochastics rejecting the 50. That's not a good look. The MACD is right at a point to bounce. Overall, the RSI looks like it's at a point to bounce, so that'd make me bullish. The MACD is at a point to bounce, that makes me bullish. The stochastics are at a point to reject, that's bearish, but 2 to 1, I'm going to lean bullish. But the fibs have me a little bit worried here, right? And I say worried, I shouldn't say worried, but considerate of the downside. Okay. If we don't find support at 585, we likely will go below 570 and maybe even go as low as 550, but I doubt that we go that low. At this point, I'm calling for 585. Once we hit 585 later today or some point tomorrow, we likely bounce. We'll have a good Sunday or maybe a good Monday, whatever, and continue to rally. And this next week, guys, this Christmas might be very, very friendly for Bitcoin Cash specifically. I think it will. Like this, what we're getting, the Dragon Riders for Christmas, what we're getting is Bitcoin Cash formally into the top 10 on CoinMarketCap. I think it's in the top 10 already if you take out USDC and USDT because they're just dollars. So I don't think they should be. I think we should be aware of them, but I think they should have their. I think this is the market cap rankings for cryptos. Stable coins, they are cryptos. I get it, but I feel like they should be taken out. They're just dollars, right? That's all they are. They're just digital dollars. We don't include the dollars market cap in here, right? If we did, it would be bigger than Bitcoin. The dollar would be number one, but we don't do that. And the only reason we don't do that is because it's not digital. This is just the digital dollar. I don't know. I'm getting on a whole different rant. Technically, we're already in the top 10. In my eyes, we're number 9 right now. But we will formally be in the top 10 potentially for Christmas, by the end of Christmas, by the end of this next week. I think it could happen. We're at 12 billion. Cardano's at 13.5. I don't see Cardano making any serious strides up anytime soon. I don't know. Let me check. Let me see if I'm going to eat my words on that one. Let's see. I'm sorry, I've got this compared to Bitcoin here. I mean, there's some bullish divergence. Cardano might make a move up soon. Maybe they make a move up together. I just think Bitcoin Cash is more in a breakout phase, so the move up for Bitcoin Cash will be bigger. I mean it. I wouldn't be surprised at all if by the end of this next week, by the end of this year, Bitcoin Cash is in the top 10. $597 right now. Looking at this on the 4-hour time frame, the RSI is in a bullish posturing. The MACD is in a very bullish posturing. We've actually crossed up. Typically, whenever you cross above the 0 on the MACD, we see consolidations. That's what we're doing now. And then we rally. And I would expect that the rally, when we get it, will be bigger than this move. So let's think of it like that, right? Let's see here. From a low, and not from the low, but from like the low of this move relative to this move, low to high here. If we were to pull back, let's say we went as low as 550, right? Because that was the lowest target that I had was 550. If we went to 550, the next move would at least take us up to about 660. I'm very confident, you guys, that this next move, by the end of this month, man, we're going to be pushing up higher. We could be up at $1,000 by the end of this month, man. We could literally double in price from here, or like $1,200, or maybe we're only at $700, boohoo, whatever. That's what we'll take it. But we're looking good, man. We're looking very, very fierce. Getting some strong readings on the RSI that we haven't seen since the beginning of this month. Right, during the last movement here, but hopefully things are a little bit more progressive, a little bit more consistent to the bullish effect, and not hopefully we don't give it back and consolidate like this. If we do, that's okay, but it'll just take more time, right? Instead of by the end of the month, instead of by the end of the year being at these voluptuous higher prices, it might be sometime in January. But overall, looking at the RSI, looking at the stochastics and the MACD, I'm jacked right now, man. I'm very excited. Stochastics might need to cool off a little bit more. We might consolidate, but it's the weekend. It's a perfect time to do that. Daily time frame here, looking at this. The RSI, I don't like that we're rejecting the overbought zone. I guess we're not, technically. This is normally, like if we moved up here, if we were doing something like this, and then we just had a standalone move that rejected right here, I would call that a rejection off the overbought zone. But because of this choppy, slightly higher high stuff that we've got going on, I'm not as intimidated by that. That's not that big of a deal. We've been finding resistance here, and that's actually the strongest reading we've had out of all these iterations of resistance. So I'm not really that intimidated by it. Come back down, find support at the 60. Come back down, find support at the 50. Whatever you got to do. Likely, though, the thought that I have in my head here is whatever the next move is to the upside, it likely doesn't stop here. It likely gets overbought. And when we get overbought, guys, that's magical. Getting overbought lines up very well most of the time with breaking out of a range. And we are in the mother of all ranges to break out right now, guys. It's spectacular. The MACD had a false cross. We're crossing back up to the green side yesterday and today now. Stochastics look good. I mean, the more we zoom out, the more bullish we get. The stochastics are about to get overbought on the weekly. The MACD is about to cross green on the weekly. The RSI just bounced off the 50. We're looking to get overbought on the weekly. January, you guys, is going to be a hell of a month. Q1, we're going to have a lot of fun. Anybody and everybody in crypto, they're not going to be having nearly as much fun as the Bitcoin Cash people, I'm telling you. It's going to be absolutely dramatic and well-earned and well-deserved. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. I've got a bottle of champagne with Bitcoin Cash's name on it. It's been reserved for when I don't know what level we're going to do. Should we do $1,000? I'll look at the comments. Should we do? Maybe I should make a poll on X.com. Should we do $1,000 is when we crack the bottle open? Should we do above last cycle's highs? We finally have higher highs over cycle higher high, higher low dynamic. Is that when we should pop the bottle, or do we save it for new all-time highs altogether? One way or another, and in a very short time, my friends, that bottle's getting cracked. But how early do we want to crack it? I don't know. I'm feeling festive, so maybe just getting above 1,000 is nice, right? We could probably see that happen by New Year's, if not even early January. But whatever. What do you think? Leave it in the comments. All-time highs, we crack the champagne. Higher highs on a cycle high dynamic, or breaking above $1,000. Whatever you guys think, right? Because I think breaking out above $1,000 symbolizes that we are breaking out of this move. And then I've already given you the reasons why these are very big checkpoints to break through as well. So whatever. I'm feeling frisky. I wouldn't mind cracking it open at $1,000. We can crack another one open up here. Anyways, we'll get some champagne sessions here pretty soon. We'll do a live stream and stuff. When Bitcoin Cash is breaking out, we'll just do like a whole live stream committed to Bitcoin Cash and how glorious it is. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.